crash actually took place at a venue where there are many cameras that were available, obviously, because this is an air show of great repute. The Dubai Air Show is considered one of the best in the world. You have Air Force representatives from across the world, government representatives from across the world that come in to see what all is happening in the world of aviation, what technological developments have happened in the world of aviation, what are the new kind of fighter jets that are being produced, etc. This air crash happening in Dubai, that therefore is unfortunate at multiple levels. But right now, the bigger tragedy, I think, and the biggest tragedy from the pictures we are seeing on our screens is the fact that not only has a Made in India Tejas crashed, but the fact is, by the looks of it, ladies and gentlemen, again, this is not something I can confirm. We are still awaiting an official confirmation on this. The Indian Air Force right now, for obvious reasons, not saying much. But the Indian Air Force pilot who was piloting this Tejas, it's highly unlikely that he would have survived this crash, given the pictures that you're seeing on our screens. For the moment, these are pictures that are coming in to us from the Dubai Air Show. We are officially yet to hear from the HAL. The HAL is the one that manufactures the Tejas, the Make in India Tejas. There are multiple variants of it. The Indian Air Force currently operates 36 of them. Then there are 4 that are trainers, which means that if you need to fly a Tejas, then you, of course, need to train on a trainer, which are usually twin-seaters. So you have 6 variants that actually are trainer variants, and then you have 36 that the Indian Air Force operates. And there is a process on to procure many more Tejas, and the Tejas is expected to do what? It is expected to essentially replace the MiGs in the Indian Air Force. As you know, the MiGs have been phased out. There is a big gap in India's requirement, what the requirement is and what we have right now in terms of our squadrons, in terms of our fighter jets, given the fact that what we face is a 2.5 front, what we face really is a 2.5 front war. So you need more, you don't have that. The Tejas being made in India is expected to fill in that gap. For the moment, what happens to the entire Tejas squadrons, the squadrons that are operating in the Indian Air Force right now, is a bit of a question mark. We'll have to wait for the Indian Air Force to give us more details. But typically what would happen is this, Pratibha, typically all the squadrons, all the 36 planes would be grounded, and there would be a technical check that would be underway. As I said, this is only the second Tejas to crash. The last one that crashed last year it happened because of an engine seizure. What is the cause of the crash of this one? We do not know. Possibly a technical error, possibly pilot error, because the third element, I mean, there are 3 reasons why any aircraft crashes. It could be either a technical error, something going wrong with the aircraft. It could be a pilot error, possibly a mistake made by the pilot, or it could be the weather. Now, if you look at the screen, it's very clear that the weather is absolutely clear. So the weather angle is completely ruled out. There are only 2 angles that are left. Either this is a pilot error. Okay, Group Captain D.K. Pandey joining us on the broadcast. Sir, thank you very much. I was just trying to explain to our viewers that there are 3 reasons why any fighter jet will crash. The first will be possibly weather. That doesn't seem to be the case as far as Dubai is concerned, and as far as the pictures we are seeing on our screens are concerned. The second cause can be pilot error. Again, we do not know if that was the case. And the third case could be a technical error. Is it too early to say, sir, what could be the cause of this crash?
Rightly, you have pointed out 3 good reasons, and 4th one is about strike and all.
Correct.
Okay, now coming on to actually what could have been happened, because we have sent a very trained lot of pilots there in Dubai, because it is a global show and we are projecting our aircraft in the global market. And as such, record of our Tejas is very good, and we are upgrading it for new versions. So it was an opportunity for India to project our aircraft in a very formidable way. Number one. Having said this, if you observe, this was a low-level maneuver, and it was the second time the aircraft made an attempt. So saying that there was some issue with the low-level maneuver, that is incorrect. Low-level maneuvers, we are trained in Air Force for undertaking operations at all altitudes, whether it is low-level, ultra-low-level, or high altitude. So those things training cannot be blamed. Now, point is, most probably it is a technical error, and because this aircraft is operating in the same air show from last about 4 days, and everybody has appreciated. Only I'm keeping my finger crossed. There are anti-Indian elements. Those they may highlight it, saying that it has got a lot of technical problems. So in that case, people may create a doubt, but propaganda we should be ready because this is an open market. People will go for this. Like Donald Trump is saying, we have due to tariff burden, we have to accepted our compromise with during obstacle. So all those issues are there. But having said this, we have to be very, very clear. Let's all the facts come in, on the table, and then we'll appreciate and we'll take the corrective measures.
Group Captain Pandey, as someone who served in the Indian Air Force, can I ask you what happens now? I'm just talking in terms of SOPs, the standard operating procedure. When you have, a particular make of a jet crash, in this case a Tejas, what happens to the squadrons that are currently being operated by the Indian Air Force? Will they now be grounded and a technical check ordered? What happens from here on, sir?
Very good question. Point is, you cannot do that because it has got so many repercussions. Now, number one, we have to first see the facts has to be found out. The people, those who are the team which is there already in Dubai, they will go to the crash site and they will see what are the evidences available, which may give us some clue why it has happened. Number one. Number two, if something has happened due to airframe issue or engine issue, then in that case, it may be decided that okay, we'll hold our aircraft, carry out all the checks, checks for the engines available in all Tejas aircraft. Then only it will be grounded. Otherwise, for one aircraft or for some minor reason, fleet will continue operating.
So will a team of the Indian Air Force as part of the SOP be flying down to Dubai as well? There is, of course, the pilots. There are at least 2 more pilots on the ground in Dubai. There are some representatives of the Indian Air Force in Dubai because they were there as part of the air show. There are airmen there as well. But will a team be dispatched from Delhi as well?
Ma'am, I don't feel any requirement, but nevertheless, if they demand that some expertise is required, which is of a different nature, then team may go. There is no denial on part. Point is, basic objective is to establish the facts, why this has happened, and we should not repeat it in future. Because aircraft is precious, and more than aircraft, experienced pilot is precious for us. Invaluable asset. So having all these resources intact with us is very, very important for us, paramount for our security requirements, and definitely in depth, critical analysis will be done about all the likely reasons, and accordingly decision will be taken depending on actual facts on ground. There will be people will not hurry up because again, whatever you do, the whole world is watching you.
Absolutely. And the fact also is that there will be an investigation that will be ordered. Sir, do stay on with